Eminent Transit selects Netradyne to elevate passenger safety. Netradyne gaze UP for global expansion to 15 countries by 2026. Bangalore, India, 29th March 2025. Netradyne, the global provider of all-powered fleet and driver safety solutions, today announced plans to expand its global footprint to 15 countries by the end of 2026. Currently having commercial operations in 10 nations, Netradyne will add Japan and Spain in 2025 and further expand its presence to 3 more nations: Ireland, France and Italy by the end of 2026. Today, Netradyne operates through 3 key offices worldwide: Bangalore, India; San Diego, headquarters in USA; and San Francisco, USA. This global footprint supports our innovation, customer success, and expansion across international markets. Currently, we are in the process of starting commercial operations in Japan and Spain, which will happen by the end of 2025. By the end of 2026, we will add Ireland, France and Italy. We also have other key European markets in focus. Assam road safety becomes a pressing global concern. Netradyne's all-powered solutions offer a strong use case worldwide. Netradyne stands as a shining example of deep tech with the R&D Center in India making a global impact, said Durgadutt Nedungadi, Netradyne'sSr Vice President, EMEA and APAC. Apart from the US and India, Netradyne today has commercial operations in Canada, Mexico, Germany, UK, Belgium, Netherlands, Australia and New Zealand. Earlier this year, after raising $90 million in its Series D funding round at a valuation of $1.34 billion, Netradyne entered the Unicorn Club.
Session, and thank you very much for taking the time this morning to share this occasion with us. As Abhishek said, I'll just quickly take you through 5 or 6 slides very quick. I hope to take less than 10 minutes of your time on this one. But fundamentally what we bring to the market and to the table is actually AI-powered safety technology, which improves driver safety, vehicle safety, at the end of the day reduces accidents and saves lives. That's the business that we're in as Netradyne. And you know, it's interesting because based on studies and research, a large number of mishaps or accidents as well as fatalities that occur today on the roads are because of human error, right? Whether it is human error because of speeding, whether it is non-compliance on traffic rules, whether it is because of the load on the drivers, whether it is because they're drowsy, and in today's world, all of us know the impact of mobile phones, right? And we are seeing a huge spate of incidents involving distraction due to the fact that the driver is focused more on the mobile phone than on the road in front of him, right? And unfortunately, we are in a country where our track record of fatalities is probably not something to be proud of. We lose the equivalent of 2 737 crashes in a day in terms of fatalities because of road accidents in India, right? And I don't have to tell you, when there is one air crash, the kind of turmoil it creates in a country. Unfortunately, 2 crashes a day, or the equivalent of 2 crashes in a day, still sometimes go as being taken for granted as where we are. And this is what we, as well as forward-looking companies like Eminent, would like to change as a trend of this. But at the end of the day, imagine one fatal accident costs the equivalent of $150,000 US, right? Personally, I feel that that figure is still low, but these are figures which are available as in the public domain through research, and you multiply that by 400, right, which is the kind of deaths we have on the road in India today, per day. That's the kind of loss from a socio-economic perspective that we're actually grappling with in India. So it's mind-boggling when you try to convert it to socio-economic terms. There is, however, technology today which can completely change the complexion of this problem, right? And this is just a slide which shows the kind of improvement is to actually drive what we call the safety pyramid, right? Right at the bottom of the pyramid, you will find things like hard braking, hard acceleration, hard turns, etc., which are normal from a GPS tracking perspective or a gyrometer-based perspective. What the camera adds is the two layers on top. The first layer on top of that is based on the inward camera, which looks at the driver. We are able to detect whether the driver is wearing his seatbelt or not. We are able to detect whether the driver is drowsy or fatigued, whether he's talking on the phone, whether he's looking at his, moving his face side to side, which is typically a sign of distraction or fatigue, right? All of these we are able to detect. Whenever there is an infraction, so for example, if the driver is talking on the phone, we are able to do two things. One, we are able to raise an alert in real time inside the cabin, which then allows the driver to take immediate corrective action, right? For example, if someone tells you through a message that please stop talking on the phone while you're driving, automatically the human behavior is to change that behavior, right? So that's one. We also record a minute-long video of that incident and through the cloud upload it to a portal which, say, if you have a safety manager, that safety manager can view and take more corrective action if required, right? So that was on the inward camera. On the external facing camera, very similar, but we track everything external to the vehicle. In Western countries, we're able to track compliance to stop signs, traffic lights, speed signs, and so on. Unfortunately, in India, given the lack of consistency in these signs, we've not yet been able to go there. But in India, we do track following distance, collision warnings. If there's a pedestrian crossing the road, we're able to produce a warning on that. And just as I explained on the inward camera side, whenever there is an infraction, there is an immediate in-cab alert. For example, if you're following too close to the vehicle,